Hey guys, so once again, no, I have not had her yet. This is just going up late because it rained on Friday, so James didn't end up working, and I just don't end up filming when he doesn't work. So, yeah, no, I'm still pregnant, but, past my due date. I am now 40 weeks and 3 days pregnant. So, like, obviously I wanted to have her way before now, but I mean, oh well. Okay, so for my symptoms, the last like week or so, I've been having like slight headaches, all like around in this area, and it worried me a little bit because I know that's a sign of preeclampsia, but at my appointment on Tuesday, my blood pressure was fine, so I'm hoping it's just one of those last, like, end things that's gonna happen to me before I finally have this baby. And then the other thing, of course, is just my heartburn. But I've learned, which I kind of already mentioned this, but I've learned that, if I ended up taking, like, 5 or 6 Tums throughout the night, the next day I would almost always throw up. It's almost like with using the Tums, I was just pushing the acid down, and then by the morning it was just like up here, and ugh. So throughout the night, I wake up every single hour, and I just go to the kitchen and drink like a lot of milk every single time I wake up. And there are a couple times in the night when I do that, and then I try to lie down and still burns a little bit, so I do take a Tums, but basically I have limited myself to like 2 or 3 Tums a night, and I no longer wake up like feeling sick and like I'm going to throw up. So yeah, I wish I'd figured that out like 3 weeks ago, or however long I've been like using Tums like a lot. But and then let's see, my appointment on Tuesday. That one was like pretty eventful because usually like I usually go in and they're like less than an hour long, but this time just like a lot of stuff kind of happened. So well, first of all, I discovered that this is like my least favorite doctor, and I guess I must have seen him one other time, but I just must have been too excited to like think about it or whatever. He's very, very serious. Like, he is a good doctor though. He was thorough, and he cared about my measurements and everything like that, but he is not a very friendly guy, and he's not a very excited guy, and I really hope he's not the one delivering my baby. I would much rather that woman. I don't know why I call her that. I don't know her. I always forget her name, but like, I don't mind her now. She's fine. He's definitely my least favorite doctor. But anyways, so I went to my, appointment. They did my little prick with my finger blood sugar test. And now it turns out that I was low on iron, so now I'm slightly anemic. Which sucks because now, I have a fear of passing out, and now I know when your iron is low, you're way more likely to pass out. And also, obviously, with low iron, you can lose more blood, and it's just not good. Of course, they didn't even like prescribe me any iron pills or supplements or anything. She just bugged me about not taking prenatals, so I finally bought prenatal gummies, but I know it's like extremely late for that. But I did do that because I was like, well, I gotta try to do something. The baby's stealing all my iron. And then they also said I was slightly dehydrated, which is super weird because I don't drink like soft drinks or anything like that. All I drink is like water and milk, mostly water. But I guess I should have seen that coming because I've been eating ice like crazy. But I just thought, like, I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, apparently I was slightly dehydrated, so still 2 centimeters dilated. Have no idea how effaced. And then he did slightly sweep my membranes. The way he described this to my mom, because he said he only did it a little bit, and my mom was like, how do you just do it a little bit as opposed to a lot? And he was like, with a little bit, you just kind of put it on the edge and just move your fingers around. And, you know, I was like, because, I mean, when he did it, it didn't hurt because he was just on the edge of my cervix, but it was still kind of uncomfortable. And then he's like, to do it a lot, you just put them up more and move around. I was like, oh, God. So, that, I know that would be painful. And yet, I still want it done. Just if it'll get things moving, but holy crap, I know that's gonna hurt. Let's see. Okay, and then he checked my stomach, the measurements, and he was just like, in his like serious doctor voice, he was like, well, the measurements are a little bit off, so I'm going to have you go to an ultrasound, which I was like super excited about. I didn't think I was gonna get another ultrasound. But, I was like, okay. So, because he wanted to check the measurements of the baby and then her fluid levels. So, yeah, so my mom got to go in with me for the ultrasound. I just wanted to break this up into clips, or else it's gonna take friggin' 10 hours to, like, upload. So, yeah, so we went in for the ultrasound. And when I laid down on that bed, I did start feeling lightheaded, so I was like, maybe I am, like, dehydrated a little bit. And of course my heartburn shot up, so I was like, oh, this sucks. I could not even enjoy my ultrasound. Although, I didn't realize it, but at this point, the baby's so big, you cannot see anything. She told me what everything was, but I was like, oh, okay. So, like, you know, I didn't even get to see, like, a face, like a profile shot, because she's just big. I got to see the top of her head. That was kind of cool. But and I really don't know why doctors rely on these things to tell them how big the babies are, because I've heard they can be more than a pound off. But it said she's about 7.3 pounds, which I thought was perfect, because I was like 39 weeks and 4 days. That sounded like a good weight, and my doctor was like, oh, she's a little on the small side. She's about the 37th percentile, which is super weird because I looked it up, and basically an average baby, like, when they are born, is about 7.5 pounds, and I was like, what the heck? I'm not even at my due date. How is 7.3 pounds small? But whatever, I was like, okay. And she's in the vertex position, so that's like the best position she could be in, I think. But, because obviously, oh my goodness, she is head down, but I think with the vertex, I mean, like, they're head down, but they're kind of like sideways a little bit. Like, I know she's facing this way, because the ultrasound tech said her feet were right in my ribs, and I was like, that's what I've been telling everybody, just on this side. It's been like that for weeks, so hopefully she won't move, and hopefully they'll be able to turn her just enough to where she doesn't come out, like, face first, because, or wait, do they want them to come out face first? Let me think. Her back. No. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, hopefully she'll come out, like, with her head, you know, backwards or whatever. But, so, yeah. That was pretty much my appointment. I ended up being there for almost 2 hours. And it's crazy because I've pretty much only always gotten, like, good news. Like, oh, okay, good, your blood sugar is great, you know, everything looks great. And then it's just like, oh, you're anemic now and you're dehydrated. So, yeah. And, I don't know if this had anything to do with the appointment. I'm thinking it probably did, with him, like, messing around up there, but the next day I lost my mucus plug. I was like, oh, awesome. I know that some people can lose that at, like, 20-something weeks. It does not mean anything necessarily, but, I mean, it still made me, like, super freaking happy because, you know, at least something's happening. My body's doing something it's supposed to. Because I kind of just feel like my body does not know what to do with this pregnancy. Which I seriously am, even though I had 3 doctors tell me, you won't make it to your due date, I am really not surprised, because they seriously always say, like, your pregnancy is a lot like your mom's, and she had to be induced with 4 out of 5 of us, and so I was kind of expecting that, and I have a feeling that's what's going to happen, which sucks, because I really, really want, first of all, to go into labor naturally, because, of course, induction can increase your chance for C-section, because your body's not necessarily ready. She was okay, though, being induced with 4 of us. She didn't have any C-sections, so hoping, again, that I am like her, and lucky. But, I mean, I just wanted that experience of, like, you know, being like, oh my gosh, my contractions are starting, like, we need to go to the hospital, blah, 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 and I guess it could still happen, but I don't think it's going to. I really don't. So, yeah, and then, my appointment, is today, my 40-week appointment. I'm, like, so freaking excited, because I do not know for sure, but I'm, like, 99% positive that they will schedule an induction date. So, if I don't go into labor on my own, I have a set date to when I can be like, I am going to meet my baby on this day. I would be so freaking surprised if they waited until I was 41 weeks and 3 days to schedule a freaking induction date. But, I mean, they could. I don't know. I really hope they don't do that, though. So, yeah, and I have a feeling they might fully sweep my membranes, which is, I'm, like, so scared. Like, I want them to, because I would love for labor to start on its own. But, yeah, I know how painful it's gonna be. So, yeah, I'm super excited. It's about, what time is it right now? Like 10 in the morning, and my appointment is at 1:45, so I don't have to wait that long. I think last week I woke up way too early, and I was like, oh my gosh, when is this appointment going to come? Because it was at the same time, just on a Tuesday, and I was like, the hours just dragged and dragged by. But yeah, so very, very excited for that appointment, and I may put up a quick update to tell you guys what happened at it. So I got cut off, but I was just saying that especially if they give me like an induction date, I'll probably go ahead and let you guys know either today or tomorrow. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I was gonna say, and it just cut me off like at last minute. I really still do need to get a camera, especially for like sound quality and everything. I will eventually. But oh, and then I just wanted to see if you guys would guess her weight and her height, just for fun, because I think it would be cool to see if any of you are right. And then, like, I guess if any of you get it like exactly right or something, I could just like kind of add your name in one of my next videos or something. I don't have like stuff to give away. I don't even know how to do like giveaways and stuff, but yeah, so if you want to guess her weight and height, just comment it below. I think my guess for her weight is gonna be maybe like 7.4 pounds and 20 inches. I don't know. That has nothing to do with how big I was, by the way, because I was 10'6", and I think I was like, I might have been 20 inches, 20 or 21 inches, I think my dad said, but I was a huge baby, and I do not think she's going to be big. I think she's going to be very small. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything, and I will do my belly shot now. And after that, oh, well, you might see me for if I update and tell you the induction date, but other than that, you guys better not see me until there is a baby in my arms. Okay. As of right now, I'm still in my pajama pants. Awesome, right? But anyway, so, oh, well, here, I'll just show you without the shirt because it's like already up here. So, without the shirt, 40 weeks and 3 days belly. On the side, yep, I finally got my big belly that I wanted. And now I want her out. And the other side. Tiggy Bear, you're ruining the video. You're ruining the video. Okay, say bye-bye. Get away from my phone. Okay. Hopefully see you all with a baby. Soon. Bye.